Hello everybody, getting ready to do quarter 3 math 11 today. We're going to check out our syllabus for quarter 3 math 11 or algebra 2. It's called algebra 2 as well, your second course of algebra in high school students, quarter 3. And we're going to go through it right now to see what's in this course. Get a free diagnostic test to start out your course. And let's go into our first page here of our syllabus for Math 11. And we start out here with week 1. We have used combinations in the binomial theorem. And that's the way we start with week 1. Week 2, we go into constructing and interpreting binomial distributions for week 2. Week 3, and there's a quiz during this week as well. And then week 3, you get into normal distributions and then drawing conclusions from samples, a little bit of statistics in week 3. And then week 4, we have a quiz and a test. In week 4, we finish up chapter 6, and then we finish up chapter 6 is what we do here. Compare surveys, experiments, and observational studies. A lot of qualitative thinking here as well as quantitative thinking in week 4. And then week 5, we go into our define and use sequences and series for week 5, quarter 3. And then week 6, we go into analyzing geometric series and sequences for week 6. And there's a quiz on week 6. And then week 7, we go into infinite geometric series here and using recursive rules with sequence functions for week 7. And there is a quiz in week 7. And then going in now finally to finish up our quarter 3 algebra 2. Week 7, again, we have a test. We have a chapter 7 test for week 7 here that covers sequences and series. And then going in now to week 8, which is a pretty big week, we start out with distance and midpoint formulas, and then graphing and writing equations of parabolas for week 8. And then week 9, we go into graphing and writing equations of circles and quadratic relations and conic sections. This is what we finish up on there for chapter 8. We do half of chapter 8 in here to finish out quarter 3, and we have a test and a quiz on week 9. And then here's your testing schedule here. Week 2, there is a quiz. Week 4, there's a quiz and a test. Week 5, there is a quiz. And then week 7, we have a quiz and a test. And then week 9, we have a quiz and a test. So there is your syllabus for quarter 3. And then here's your click cards for this students. Here's your classwork, homework over here. Then your corrections are on this column here. You roll over it with your cursor and click, and your lesson will come up. And so this is week 1. Your click card for week 2 is here. Classwork, and then your homework corrections, quiz corrections, test corrections. For week 2, this is week 3 here, classwork, corrections over here. And then week 4, we have, here's our classwork, then our corrections are over here. Here's your test corrections for chapter 6. This is your PowerPoint edition. If you want video, you have to go get into another click card for that. And then week 5, we have our 7.1. We start out here, chapter 7, week 5, and classwork, corrections in this column here. And then week 6, classwork, homework corrections, quiz corrections for week 6. And week 7, we have part 7A, We have two click cards for week 7. Week 7 is huge. We finished out chapter 7. Then you have your test and your test corrections here. You have 7.5 quiz as well. Part 1, Part 2. We have a huge quiz and we have a huge test. So week 7 is huge in this course. And then week 8, we go right into chapter 8. Here's your classwork. It's a big week, another big week. Then here's your homework corrections over here for week 8. Here's your click card. And then, see, again, it's Algebra 2 or Math 11, Quarter 3, Week 8. And then we finished up here with Week 9. We finished out half of Chapter 8 with a review and summary, and then our test for half of Chapter 8, and your corrections over here. So that is your click cards for and your syllabus for Algebra 2, Quarter 3. Animated PowerPoint Math video at AOL.com for questions or course materials. Thank you very much.